I think that's you, Pisces. I think that's you trying to balance a situation or try to make it work or try to do something with it, right? But I don't know if it can be in that incarnation. Now, I want to be clear here. I do not believe the cards ever tell us to get in or get out of a situation. That's the whole point of what we do. To discern, to choose for ourselves. Is it self-honoring? And, you know, we kind of jip ourselves out of that. The gift of being able to do that. The free will that we have. The choices that we have to do that. If we allow someone else to make that decision for us. So that's not the point of the reading. So I'm not telling you to get out of it. I'm telling you this. Whatever you're trying to balance, or whatever, I don't want to rock the boat, I want to keep the peace in this situation, whatever it is, you're trying to restore some order in a situation, I get it. It's never going to go back to what it was. That doesn't mean it ends. It just means it must go forward now in a totally different way. The world is telling us that very clearly. Very clearly. And a lot of the personal readings that I've been doing, even a lot of these ones, I've done 5 before you, there has been a kind of relationship angle to it. Makes sense. It's Libra season. Doesn't have to be romantic, so don't get caught up in that. We relate to everyone. We have a relationship right now. You know, we relate to people in very different ways. So that's the kind of overall. Whenever I get to Pisces, I start doing that whole Pisces thing of jumping all over the place. I love it. One thing that, one of the biggest things that I love from what I've done and from these general, it's my 3-year anniversary this year, of YouTube is Pisces. Your lot's readings. They've taught me so much about energy, about how messages come through, how a message isn't just what you see in the card. It's the vibration around it. And, you know, when you feel kind of stuck, that's the message too, that the message is saying, hey, the person that you're reading for is stuck. So thank you guys. Thank you, Pisces Collective, for helping with it. I've loved it. That's one of the beautiful things that I love about doing these YouTube videos. I learned so much. Right. Back to you. Justice. Justice is about fairness. It's the card for Libra. It's Libra season, right? And there's this thing, and, you know, we talk about balancing the karmic scales. So this is where justice is done. But Lady Justice is blind. And, you know, even we feel like we're justified. All those just words are going to come in. We think our cause is righteous and just, and we were wronged. And, you know, but traditionally, and not so much in your case, because you've got the 9 of Cups with it. But traditionally, what this means is that, yes, justice will be done, but justice will be done on a higher level. It's not, you may not win that case. You may not come out as the victor in that situation, right? But it's what's fair and right at a karmic level. And that's why it can be difficult. Now, the reason I don't usually read justice like that, I don't usually talk about karma. When you have the world here, which is Saturn, Lord of Karma, right? When you have that, it's very much here. It's very much coming out. And Saturn's favorite place to be outside of his own Capricorn, Aquarius stuff is Libra. Libra. That's where Saturn is exalted, in Libra. So bear that in mind. There's a lot of that coming up. Anything that comes up at me is part of your message. So this is about fairness, balance. Maybe I think you've been trying to be fair. Some of you might be, but the main energy that I'm picking up here is you've been trying to be fair. Because there's too many cards of balance coming in here. There's too many. That, you know, trying to be fair, trying to do the right thing, trying to make sure everyone's taken care of. There's a lot of that coming in here. Because you've got this, the 9 of Cups with it, the heart's desire. So either, you know, to the judgment to go your way is your heart's desire, or that's your desire, that it's fair, because that's what justice is. It's fairly done for everyone. That the right decision is made. And a judgment is made with justice. So there's a decision that's made for here. But I just want you to be very careful around this. Why am I saying that? Because of these other two here. We've got the 3 of Cups here in the past. That's our heart's desire, right? So the 3 of Cups is love, support, relationships of love and support. It can be in a circle. It can be our friends. It can be whoever, right? But it's about love and support. Who we celebrate with, you know, who we commiserate with even, but who's there for us. That's what the 3 of Cups is. Relationships of love and support. Our network of support. So whatever this situation is, and I kind of feel it's to do with a person. Obviously, it's to do with you. But I mean, with someone that you're dealing, or people that you're dealing with. And it was great. And it was kind of very pleasant. You know, that's lovely energy, supportive energy in the past. But what happened? What happened between everyone dancing and singing and drinking wine together to this where justice needs to be done now? Someone needs to step up and make a decision. Scales need to be balanced. And I get it. It's your wish. It's your heart's desire that this either goes your way, or that everyone's taken care of. And the reason I'm emphasizing that everyone gets taken care of is she's there. She takes care of her loved ones. She takes care of her loved ones. And the other thing, so we have 3 cards of balance coming up. The other card of balance is the 2 of coins, 2 of pentacles. Now have a look at him. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing, Pisces? You're walking a tightrope while you're trying to juggle 2 pentacles and doing the whole kind of singing, dancing. You see this kind of clown character here, putting on a good front. But think about that 10 of Wands that came up. Think about the devil that came up before. There's a lot on you. There's a lot on you as you come into this month, this period that I'm reading for, whenever that might be for you, tarot timings being what they are, right? There's a lot on you. And it almost feels like it's up to you. Because the 2 of Pentacles, it's weighing up the pros and cons. It's the day-to-day. You know, getting the groceries, dropping the kids off at school, making sure the lunches are packed, you know, whatever. Going picking up the laundry. Like this, that's what the 2 of Pentacles is. But it can keep us stuck. And it says, well, is that part of the bigger picture? It's fine when you're hustling to start a business. Then, you know, we need to do that. We need to take care of little things here and there. Make sure the website is done. Do all of that things. But all of those things. But when it gets bigger than that, when it's you, that's why I was saying with justice, I feel like it's you that's trying to make it fair for everyone. Because this is the heart of the reading. It's what we're focused on. Before it was even. Everyone was supporting and loving each other. Now it's not. Now it's Pisces on a tightrope. Trying to take care of all the... And it's practical needs you're taking care of. Not even emotional. Everyone seemed to be on the same page in the past. I don't feel like everyone's on the same page now. Remember the 10 of Wands at the beginning. Are you left holding the baby? The devil, did you love this? Was there a reason for it? You did it. You got into it out of love. You did it out of love. But now it's you're held back. So... We've got this, all this stuff going on. I get it. I understand it. Absolutely understand it. You know, because it's very much out of love and care and support. And now we've got the Queen of Coins coming up here, the Queen of Pentacles. Now she's very abundant. She's very good at what she does. She's nurturing. She's very Empress-like. I always feel like her and the Queen of Cups are the most like the Empress in that nurturing and caring. And she understands that to get the most out of a situation or a person or whatever, you invest your time and energy into it to bring the most out of it. And you want this. That's the thing with the 9 of Cups. It's your heart's desire. It's your heart's desire. But I want to ask you one thing. And she's been coming at... I don't usually read the Queen of Pentacles in this way. But she came up that way in Capricorn's reading. She came up that way in Aquarius's reading. And now she's here again for Pisces. And trust me, I've done these over different days. So it's not like, you know, I haven't shuffled the decks or whatever. But with her coming up for you here, are you losing your own value? Who are you, Pisces? Who are you? How did you go from this, we're all dancing together, to, I mean, if that's a party and you guys all hanging out at a bar together. Let me just give you the example of the energy. This energy here is we're all hanging out at the bar together. Everyone's buying rounds. Everyone's chipping in. This now has become Pisces, doors open, everyone comes in your house, trashes your house. You cook dinner, you're giving the drinks, you're catering for everything. They leave, you're left washing up. That's where we are now. That's very different. That's not what you signed on for. And it kind of almost feels like if I can just balance this a little bit more, maybe we can go back to that where we're all hanging out together and it's all fair and even. But it's not, guys, because I kind of feel like with her, she focuses on her physical reality. The Queen of Pentacles focuses on her physical reality. She focuses on what's going on around her, right? Earth energy, what we can see, feel, and touch. Our physical reality. And that can be our physical bodies, our relationships, homes, possessions, jobs, money, investments, whatever. All of that stuff. But in this particular situation, this is around a group. This is around support. This is around other people. When you've got her coming up here, the focus is on around her. It's not on herself. It's not on herself. The scales can be balanced within, but she's trying to balance everything around her. It's not a negative reading. I want to be clear on that. I just feel like it's getting too much. And I feel like it's a shift in focus, a shift in what you need to focus on. And especially with temperance coming up here in the future. There's no, when you get, I mean, the only one that's the balanced one, the only one that's left now is the Six of Pentacles. That's the only one that's left. But in the Six of Pentacles, you take care of yourself first before you give. Yeah, there you are. There's Pisces, see? There's Pisces, the Knight of Cups coming in now. And I love this. I love this. But he is the delusional romantic. He is the dreamer. He's so focused on the dream, on what he wants out of this. But I just feel like this is a very cautionary message of, if you carry on doing this, which is fine, do it. Whatever it is, whatever you're trying to balance, family, work, relationships, whatever it is. But do it because it's part of your dream. And your dream is about how you want to feel. That's what the Knight of Cups teaches us. How he wants to feel. Not how it looks, not what anyone else will do. And that's where it gets kind of twisted. When we impose our dream, or we make other people's actions and behavior a part of our dream. And I know people don't like to hear that. Fine. But I'm telling you what's here in the cards. Because what she sees value in, she nurtures, great. But is it part of your dream? And is your dream expecting like a job to come in, or a certain person to do something, or, you know, whatever? Because I think that's where it's kind of saying, just pause a moment. Now, on the other end, that's the kind of cautionary part. The amazing aspect of this, or the higher vibration of all of this energy, is if you put the bloody work in, you will get what you want. You will get how you feel. But it's going to require patience. And that's the key thing here. And why do I say that? Because temperance is coming up. Temperance is taking stock of where you are. I kind of feel like this is an intervention a little bit. I want to say that. Because there's nothing wrong here. This is kind of like a heads up. Heads up, Pisces. Would you still keep doing what you're doing if they don't offer you the job, or that person doesn't come around, or, you know, your family doesn't accept it? Are you going to still keep doing this? Or is that a key component of this? That's what I would ask you to think about. Because you're going through a lot. You're jumping through a lot of hoops, walking tight ropes, you know, juggling flame-filled daggers and knives and all sorts of stuff. There's lots going on here. And and you know what? For some of you, it might even be, I'm trying to keep the peace. It's worth it to me because I'm keeping the peace. In the family or at work, I'm keeping the peace, which, great. I'm not here to tell you yes, no, right, wrong. And there aren't any cards that say that here anyway. This is a very clear heads up. Why are we doing this? That story is coming through so strongly. I'm trying to figure out different ways to show the energy for anyone else. Because I know not everyone's going through that. I know not everyone's going through that. So, I mean, the other thing is, if you think about that, you know, your heart's desire at this time is to get a decision, whether it's from someone else or whatever, the courts, whatever it is. And you're biding time at the moment. And you've had support, etc. in the past to get through it. But now it's very much about what you're working on. What you're working on, what you're doing. Because she builds herself. She's very abundant, right? What are you investing your time and energy into? And is it part of the bigger picture? Because that's what the two of this says as well. Take a step back. You're juggling a lot. What's the bigger picture here? Is it worth it for that? Very much owning it. Is it part of the dream? Because when you get the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, please don't forget your own dreams in trying to help other people fulfill their dreams, right? Please keep an eye on what you want, on your heart's desire and your wish. Because I feel like it's getting murky. Like everyone's stuff's getting mixed up together. And an argument could be made that, oh yeah. Temperance very much says, have a look at do you see what's coming out of the cup? So there's red, which is fire, and there's blue, which is water. And it's the blending of the two. Temperance uses what is to create. I always think of temperance as making the impossible possible out of what's there. But we pause, we stop. Think about the card before. If you want to understand why temperance comes up, because this card it gets poo-pooed as divine timing, patience, hang around. It's like we're waiting for someone to give us something, and that is not what Temperance says. Temperance is not about waiting for anything. There's not a single wait and see card in the tarot. Even the Three of Wands, it's this person, he's turned his back on other stuff. He's banked on the whatever his cargo's coming in because he ordered it or he did the work to get that. And he has a plan ready. The Three's about planning for the future. He's a plan ready. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this action. I'm going to take my cargo to this market. I've got a buyer ready. They're going to do that. Like, this is what the Three of Wands is. It's not just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for something. And the Temperance isn't the same either. This is about, it's asking you to look at the blue, the water. How do you feel? And it's blending emotion and intuition with action and passion. If you feel so much at the Knight of Cups, you have a dream, you feel all of this stuff, but you're not doing anything about it, that doesn't work. There's no balance there. But if you're doing stuff and you keep putting all this action in and activity, but there's no emotion behind it, then that doesn't lead to anything either. So it has to be a blending of the both. That's that balance. So that's what it says, that even if one area seems kind of stuck, shift your focus to something else. It's about not working too hard, not playing too hard. It's balance. It's moderation. It's bringing in peace and harmony into your life. And I feel like it's a pause. It's a pause for you to see how far you've come and to see what you've learned. You got the Queen of Swords here. When the Queen of Swords comes up, she's a tough bitch. That's what I will say about her. Why? Because she's gone through all the shit and stuff that you could ever imagine. But she learns from all of that. She's, made all of that experience. She's turned it into knowledge now. Now she's not afraid. Now, if you're weighing up pros and cons here to make a decision, and I think it's to end something or to let something go or drop something, she has no problem making that decision. But especially with the Temperance coming up here, it's not about seeing this thing in isolation. Right? I'll give you an example. Say, for example, your work's really shit, but you're like, I'm going to keep doing it. Christmas is coming. I'm going to save up that money and do it. But yeah, that's great. You're focused on your bank balance because that can be balancing the books. But how's it affecting you? Maybe you don't have a social life anymore. You're not meeting your friends anymore. Your family's losing out. You don't spend any time with your family. You're just doing double shifts all the time. And Temperance stops and says, well, have a look at everything. But look at everything. Or, somebody needs help. Like, you've got a friend who's got, they've got a drinking problem. Because I kept talking about bars. Let's talk about that. They've got a drinking problem. You love them. You want to help them. Nine of Cups actually can be gluttony. Especially with that devil. If you can see the Nine of Cups and the devil together, that could be someone that has a drinking problem. Especially with the Knight of Cups comes up with it. But it's that thing of, okay, but if you wrap your whole life up in that one person, right? Then what about you? Maybe you're having to take time off work now to spend time with this person. Do you see what? There has to be balance. So it's absolutely not telling you to ditch stuff or get rid of this unless you want to. I mean, she's going to use that sword for something to cut some stuff out, but something has to give here. And it's not about you being imbalanced so you can balance a situation which involves other people. Now, I always say about her, damaged people are dangerous. They know they can survive. She will speak her truth. This is about being very authentic, speaking your truth, being direct, making decisions, maybe tough decisions. She's not known for consulting her emotions. Her and the King of Swords, they make decisions based on logic and what is right. And she's actually Libra energy with that Justice card coming up there as well. So yeah, October feels big. Now, why is it? What's the reason for all of this? I kind of feel because it's not you anymore. And I don't mean that situation. I mean your way of dealing with things. You've learned so much. You've changed. She would say that. You know something new. And the world says that as your advice card. This is success. This is victory. And it says it's done. The old way is done. However you used to do it. You've learned everything you needed to learn out of that situation. You're getting ready for a whole new cycle to begin in your life. But, I call it the graduation card, the world card. And it is. But we can graduate, get our diploma, but then still, why are we going back to class? Why are we going back to the same situations and taking the same notes, sitting for the same exams? We've done them. And that can sometimes be when the world comes up, we feel like we're stuck in Groundhog Day. The same shit keeps happening all the time. And it's like, stop showing up to the same classes. And what does that mean? It means try dealing with it in a different way or looking at it with fresh eyes because you've become someone new. The Queen of Swords says that. Now, there can be a fresh start in this situation, absolutely. But one thing I want to make clear. You got the Two of Pentacles here. The Two of Pentacles. And this is not me giving my little Aquarian advice. I tend to remove myself. And when I'm in a reading, I'm going to give the advice that I see in the cards, right? You got Two Pentacles here, tightrope, juggling everything. Where in the advice, we've got One Pentacle. Where do you see potential for growth and change? What do you see as your long-term security and stability? Either it's by dropping one of those pentacles. It could be something completely new. So yeah, it can be that there can be a fresh start in this situation. If you don't want that, if you end the situation, some of you will. 10 of Wands, drop it, don't want it. I want to see what's new for me. I've put in all this action and energy and effort. I can get something new out of that, right? I want some peace and harmony in my life now. That's what Temperance is. I want peace, harmony, balance. I want everything to be calm. And that's knowing how to do that. Then it might be that this then would be maybe a new way of earning money or a new commitment or a new relationship or something new. But it's a new seed that we plant. Now, we'll remind you of this. If this is the beginning of a new relationship for you, it's both people's job, or however many people are in that situation, however many, if it's friends and stuff, everyone must come and water that. If that oak tree there that we're growing represents the friendships, then everyone must come and water it, take care of it. Not just you. Not just you. And I understand, this is not bad or nefarious. There's nothing really awful coming in here. It's a lot about balance, but it's about shifting your focus and just recommitting to whatever you're doing. Because this is a commitment card. So sorry, guys. But with the World coming up here, that's how it's been done. It's done. It's finished. You've learned everything you need to. So the Ace of Pentacles, let's plant a new seed. Let's grow this in a new way. So if this is a romantic relationship, family, whatever, that relationship is going to change flavor now. It's going to become something new. Where it doesn't require so much juggling and, all the rest of the stuff that was going on. It's pure and it's clean and everyone's committed to growing it together.